Have you ever wondered why the older you get, the more tired you feel even after a full night's sleep? Why your memory seems foggy, your heartbeat suddenly speeds up for no reason, or your sleep feels restless, like something's quietly disturbing you? Maybe you've seen a doctor. They said everything looks fine, so you chalk it up to age, or stress, or the weather, or maybe your diet. But there's one thing you might not have thought about. What if the very room you sleep in, your safe, familiar place of rest, is quietly affecting your health? Not your bed, not your pillow, blanket, or sleeping position, but the everyday items sitting just inches from you. Your night light, that digital clock, the phone charging by your side, even the TV you think is off but is actually just on standby. These objects seem harmless, but night after night they emit something you can't see, and you can't hear, but your body, especially as you age, can feel it. No noise, no flashing lights, no alarms, just a silent drain on your life energy. Throws off your heartbeat, scrambles your brainwaves, and instead of deep, healing sleep, you're left with shallow, broken rest. The scary part is, the older we get, the more sensitive we become to these invisible things. A little light, faint current, a low-level wireless signal. That's all it takes to disrupt your nervous system, confuse your heart rhythm, and slowly chip away at your memory year after year. Nobody warns you, because nobody sees it. But that doesn't mean it's not real. So if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, and you've been feeling tired for no clear reason, maybe it's time to stop looking inside your body and start looking around your bed. Many older adults quietly confess, "I don't sleep as deeply as I used to. I wake up 2 or 3 times a night, but I don't know why. I get up feeling drained, like I never fully rested. I feel sluggish all day, and nothing excites me anymore." Sound familiar? Some accept it as part of aging. Some see doctors and get prescriptions for sleep or brain support. Some buy new pillows, change mattresses, install air purifiers, or hang lavender sachets near the bed. But nothing changes. The nights are still restless. The mornings are still heavy. And that deep sense of never really resting lingers on, day after day. The sad truth? When we can't sleep, many of us start doubting ourselves. Is my mind slipping? Is something wrong with me that doctors haven't caught yet? And the more we worry, the harder it is to sleep. But what if, just for a moment, you paused and asked yourself, what if the real cause isn't inside me at all, but in the environment around me? Not your body, not your brain, but the bedroom itself, the one place that's supposed to restore you after each long day. Because sometimes, a small glowing device, a faint signal in the air, or the habit of keeping electronics close to your head, is enough to make your sleep shallow instead of healing. But here's the hope. Maybe you don't need medicine. Maybe you don't need a new mattress. Maybe all you need is to change a few small things in your room, to rediscover deep sleep, the kind that truly heals. Sleep that lets your body repair, that steadies your heartbeat, and clears your mind each morning with ease and clarity. Let's take that first step together, right now. Number 1. Your phone by the pillow. Do you usually sleep with your phone right next to your pillow? You're not alone. A lot of us, especially older adults who live alone, keep the phone by the bed. It's comforting. It's there in case someone calls, to check the time, or to scroll through a few news headlines before falling asleep. Feels harmless, just part of the routine. But did you know, even when you're not touching your phone, it's still quietly active throughout the night. It stays connected to cell towers. It keeps sending and receiving signals, notifications, updates, texts. And those invisible waves, small as they are, might be one of the reasons you're not getting deep, restful sleep. Multiple studies have shown the electromagnetic waves from phones can interfere with the brain's production of melatonin, the hormone that helps your body relax and drift into deep sleep. When melatonin is disrupted, you might still sleep for 7 or 8 hours, but wake up feeling drained, foggy, and low on energy. No noise, no flashing lights, but your brain is being gently nudged all night long by the phone's invisible signals. And for older adults whose bodies are already more sensitive and sleep more easily disturbed, this effect can be even stronger. So what's the solution? It's actually very simple. Before bed, switch your phone to airplane mode. This shuts off both cellular and Wi-Fi signals completely. And move your phone at least 6 feet, about 2 meters, away from where you sleep. Place it on a table or in the corner of the room. If you don't need the alarm, the best option is to turn the phone off completely overnight. At first, this change might feel strange, but after just a few nights, you'll likely notice a real difference. Deeper sleep, easier mornings, and a clearer, calmer mind when you wake up. One small change, but it could be the first step toward reclaiming the healing, restorative sleep you truly deserve every single night. Number 2. The Wi-Fi router in your bedroom. Do you keep your Wi-Fi router inside your bedroom? It's more common than you think. Especially in townhouses or small apartments, people tend to place the router where the signal is strongest. And unfortunately, that often ends up being right next to where they sleep. It's small, silent, no blinking lights, no noise. But here's the thing. That little box runs non-stop, 24 hours a day. It's constantly sending out radio waves to keep your internet connected. You can't see them, you can't hear them, but they can quietly affect your nervous system, especially as you get older. During the day, when you're active and your body is busy, the impact is less noticeable. But at night, when your body needs to shut down and repair itself, those Wi-Fi signals don't sleep. They keep transmitting, keep reaching, keep pulsing through the room, even if no one's using the internet at 1 or 2 in the morning. And the result? Your sleep becomes lighter. Your brain can't fully enter its deep, healing state. You wake up feeling like you didn't really rest at all. Your body feels heavy. Your mind feels foggy. You have a hard time focusing during the day. In fact, several studies around the world have found links between sleeping too close to a Wi-Fi router and issues like poor sleep quality, lower melatonin levels, ongoing fatigue, and gradual memory decline. And of course, the older we get, the more sensitive our nervous system becomes, and the more these effects can show up. So what's the solution? There are 2 simple, effective steps you can take. 1. Plug your router into a timer outlet. Set it to turn off automatically after midnight and come back on in the morning. You won't have to remember to do anything. You'll have Wi-Fi during the day, and peace and quiet while you sleep. 2. If a timer isn't an option, move your router to a different room, as far from your bed as possible. Even just 6 to 10 feet away can significantly lower your exposure while you rest. It's a small adjustment, but one that can help you sleep deeper, feel more restored, and protect your long-term health, night after night, year after year. Because your body doesn't need Wi-Fi while you sleep. It needs stillness. It needs a wave-free space. It needs a safe, quiet environment to heal, just like you deserve, especially at this stage of life. If you're still watching this video and finding these valuable insights, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Number 3. Electric blankets left plugged in overnight. For many older adults, cold nights can be the hardest part of winter. The chill seeps into your joints, your bones ache, and falling into deep sleep becomes a real challenge. That's why so many folks, especially seniors, turn to electric blankets. They're cozy, they ease the pain, they make it easier to drift off. And on the surface, it makes perfect sense. A warm, soft blanket sounds like the perfect solution for a cold night. But here's something most people don't realize. If your electric blanket stays plugged in all night long, your body is being exposed, hour after hour, to low-level electromagnetic radiation, right against your skin. Inside the blanket, there are wires constantly emitting a magnetic field while the power is on. It may be low in strength, but when your body is pressed right up against it for 6 to 8 hours straight, night after night, that exposure starts to matter. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't keep you up at night, at least not in a way you can feel immediately. But over time, your brain and nervous system may never fully relax. They stay in a state of quiet alert, just enough to interfere with your body's deep healing process. And that's not all. Keeping your body artificially warm all night can actually disrupt its natural recovery rhythm. Your body is designed to cool down slightly during deep sleep. But if it's kept heated for hours, your internal systems might get the wrong signal, thinking it's not time to rest yet. That can leave you waking up groggy, mildly dehydrated, or even with a slight headache. So what's the fix? It's simple, gentle, and only takes a few seconds. 1. Turn on your electric blanket about 20 to 30 minutes before bed. Let it warm the bed. Then unplug it completely before you climb in. The residual warmth will still help you fall asleep comfortably, but you'll avoid prolonged exposure to EMFs while you rest. 2. Or, if you need lasting warmth, use a hot water bottle or a microwavable heating pad instead. They give off no radiation, use no electricity during sleep, and are perfectly safe for long-term use. It's a tiny change, but it can give you the quieter night for your nervous system, the deeper sleep for your heart, and a clearer, brighter morning for you. Let your body rest, not just in warmth, but in true safety and stillness. Because at this stage of life, that's exactly what you deserve. Number 4. Digital clocks right next to the bed. A lot of us, especially older adults, have a habit of keeping a digital clock right on the nightstand, sometimes even tucked close to the pillow. It helps us keep track of bedtime, wake up for medication, or simply check the time when we stir in the middle of the night. It seems harmless, small, sleek, modern. But here's what many people don't realize. That tiny digital clock might be quietly affecting your brain. Every night, every hour, without you even knowing it. Because these days, most digital clocks aren't just clocks. Many come with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or data syncing features built right in. And that means they're constantly sending out low-level signals into the space around your head while you sleep. You don't hear it. You don't feel it. But if you're an older adult, those signals may affect you more than you think. Why? Because as we age, something called the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that keeps harmful substances out of the brain, begins to weaken. And with that barrier less effective, even tiny waves from nearby electronics can quietly interfere with brain function at night. What can happen? Your brain may struggle to fully enter deep rest. Your melatonin levels can drop. You may wake up in the middle of the night without knowing why. And even after a full 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you might feel foggy, or just not quite right. The good news? The fix is simple and gentle. 1. If possible, switch to a traditional battery-powered clock. No wireless signals. No glowing lights. No noise. It may seem old-fashioned, but for older adults, it's one of the safest, most sleep-friendly choices you can make. 2. If you still prefer a digital clock, try this. Place it at least 3 feet, 1 meter, away from your bed, especially away from your head. Cover the bright LED screen with a soft cloth or a small cardboard shade at night to block the blue light that disrupts sleep cycles. It's a small change, but one that can help create a cleaner sleep zone. Free of radiation, free of harsh light, and better for your brain. Because a good night's rest doesn't just come from a soft mattress or a warm pillow. It comes from peace both outside your body and deep within your mind. If you're still watching this video and finding these valuable insights, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Number 5. TVs and smart speakers left on standby all night. Do you ever turn off your TV, but leave it plugged in? Or maybe you have a smart speaker in your bedroom, the kind that responds when you call its name? Even when these devices look quiet, screen off, no sound, not doing anything, they're not fully off. They're in standby mode, still powered, still connected, and still sending out electronic signals. All through the night. It's something a lot of older folks don't realize. We finish watching TV, hit the remote, and think that's it. Or after playing some music, we just leave the speaker alone, assuming it's off. But look closely. You'll probably see a tiny light, red, green, maybe orange. That means it's still on, still connected, still listening. And that means, even while you sleep, your TV and speaker are communicating with the network, sending signals. receiving updates. And in some cases, like with smart speakers, the microphone is always on, waiting for your next voice command. All of that happening right inside the room where your body is trying to rest, repair, and heal. And the older we get, the more sensitive we become to things like this. Even the weakest electromagnetic waves and tiny status lights can quietly interrupt the natural production of melatonin, the sleep hormone your brain needs to rest deeply. And when your brain is subtly listening to low-level signals all night, you don't sleep as deeply. You may have more vivid dreams, or wake up for no clear reason. And in the morning you feel foggy, tired, like you never truly rested. The solution is simple but powerful. 1. Unplug your TV and speaker completely at night. Just one small step, and you instantly cut off that invisible noise your body doesn't need. 2. If unplugging every night feels like too much, use a power strip with an on-off switch. One click, and the whole setup powers down until morning. 3. Or better yet, remove the TV and speaker from your bedroom entirely. Turn that space into a true sleep sanctuary. No lights, no signals, no artificial sound. Nighttime is sacred. It's when your body repairs, your brain resets, and your spirit restores. So give yourself the gift of stillness. Let your heart, your mind, and your nervous system rest. Deeply, completely, and without disturbance. A bedroom without devices in standby mode? That might just be the first step to finally reclaiming the peaceful sleep you've been missing for far too long. You don't have to change everything overnight. No need to rush. No need to be perfect. Just start with one small thing. Unplug the electric blanket before bed. Turn off the Wi-Fi at midnight. Or simply, move your phone a little farther from your pillow. Tiny changes like these can lead to something much bigger. A quieter night, clearer morning, and a calmer, more peaceful life. Because sleep isn't just rest. It's when your body repairs, your brain clears itself, your heart takes a break, and your life quietly heals from the inside out. Growing older shouldn't mean feeling tired, foggy, or lost. It should be mornings that feel fresh, moments that feel full, a life that still feels alive just like you deserve. You still have control over the room you sleep in. You still have the power to protect your sleep. And more than anything, you deserve deep, healing rest so you can live well every day. If any of this resonated with you, leave a comment below. Just type a number from 1 to 5 to let us know. Which bedroom device are you planning to change first? Or, if you've had sleepless nights, share a little of your experience and what you're doing to improve it. We read every comment, because your story isn't just meaningful to us, it might be the encouragement someone else needs in the middle of their own long night. If this video helped you understand sleep and health a little better, tap the like button, subscribe, and share it with a friend or loved one. Because that one small action might be a big gift for an older adult who's been quietly searching for a peaceful night. Thank you for listening. And tonight, may you rest easy and wake up tomorrow feeling calm, clear, and renewed.